Hi everyone, I'm Stefano. Welcome back to my channel, FragRobe, your fragrance wardrobe. In this channel, we are talking about fragrances, and we try together to build a bigger and better fragrance wardrobe. If it's your first time here, please consider clicking the subscribe button. It's gonna really help the channel growing. Today's review is super exciting because we're gonna take a look at the brand new Nasomatto FANTOMAS. If you don't know, Nasomatto is an Italian niche brand. Nasomatto in Italian means crazy nose, and the creative director and the nose behind all the creation for Nasomatto is Alessandro Gualtieri. He is such an interesting character. He's not just a really talented master perfumer, but he's such an interesting character. There is a documentary, quite old actually, it's like a few years old. I believe at the time when he was trying to create Blamage, so we're talking about a few years back. So I will post the link in the description if you want to check it out. I highly recommend it. I really like Nasomatto as a niche brand. I think I own 5 or 6 of their creation. I've also included 2 of them in my top 10 fragrance for fall niche edition that you can check out here. And yeah, it is finally here. It arrived today in the early afternoon, so I had the chance to give it a couple of sprays. But first thing first, let's take a look at the presentation. So the presentation is similar, it's very similar to the classical Nasomatto presentation. In this case, we've got a little bit of an exception. We've got some sort of cover here that we did not have with the old packages. So you just slide this off, and then you've got this beautiful cardboard. And the bottle is inside here. You've got a bottle here, classical and typical Nasomatto bottle, 30 ml with the travel cap here. The reason why there is always a travel cap, because the cap of these Nasomatto bottles is quite good, it's quite beautiful, but it's not so, let's say, convenient because it takes a lot of space, right? So you can easily remove it and you can use the travel cap, and now you can easily carry on with you, or actually travel with your 30 ml Nasomatto bottle. Back on the main bottle, I quite like because the color is basically airy, it's transparent, and the cap itself, this is wood. So this part is wood, and I think the whole thing is wood. It's just being wrapped in this, I don't know, aluminum-like thing. It's completely transparent, as you can see. So I think that it fits, let's say, perfectly with the overall theme of the fragrance. The only thing that I'm not that sure about, the edges here are quite sharp, are really quite sharp. So maybe, yeah, I would like them to really smooth these edges, but yeah, besides that, great presentation as usual. But as always, the most important thing is, how does it smell? So right off the bat, I did not expect it. This smell, like, I don't know what I was expecting, to be honest. Looking at the trailer, I was expecting maybe something more, I don't know, weird, more powerful in a way. So that is really took me off guard, but in a really good way. So let's do spray just to remind myself. Wow, the opening is quite it's quite potent, it's quite strong. I can literally smell from here. The opening, it smells really fruity and really sweet. Is a lemon slash melon. There is this lemon slash melon vibe. You can pick probably even more melon than lemon. And then you've got these sweet notes. There is probably vanilla or can be some tonka. But the really interesting thing, it is sweet, it is fruity, but it's not overly sweet or overly fruity. There is definitely some small animalic note, maybe it can be the musk that Nasomatto is used to use. So there is definitely a cap on the fruitiness and the sweetness. It's not cloying, it's not overly sweet. Another really interesting fact about this fragrance, you can really relate to the trailer that they've released with this like fog machine and whatnot, because this fragrance really feels like thin, hairy, doesn't feel like a thick one. So it is really like all these notes are in a way part of this fog, part of this mist. So you can definitely smell it, it is there, but it's really difficult to explain. It is airy. You can feel that it is actually airy. During the dry down, you could start feeling even more some woods and some musky notes. It's really interesting. I say it's almost smell like something fruity, something sweet, but with some pinch of salt. So it's not overly sweet, it's not overly fruity, but nonetheless it's really pleasant. I cannot really talk fully about the performance. I just got this like few hours ago. It was still going, but it's of course after a few hours it just becomes really close to the skin. The opening is quite potent, so I think that it's gonna have a good projection at least for the first couple of hours. The longevity, I think that is gonna be pretty decent, maybe not super long, but I think that you can it's gonna stay here for definitely for a few hours. Another thing that really struck me about this one is not challenging. This one is definitely not challenging. It's not like a black Afghano that you can either love it or hate it, but that is more on the polarized fragrance. That is a challenging one. This one, I think is gonna be a really big hit for Nasomatto, especially because this one is completely unisex. It's 1000% unisex. Men, women can wear this, no problem. I think that, yeah, again, that is gonna be a really big hit. I would feel like this to be probably more spring, summer fragrance, or maybe the beginning of fall. Because of this composition, there is this fruit note, there is this sweetness, but it's not overly sweet. There is this airness. So I think that is gonna probably perform best spring, summer, early fall. I just don't see this working too well during like winter time, for example. I think it's perfect for both day and night, to be honest. It's pretty much, you can wear it whenever you want. I would probably see this slightly more of a day fragrance rather than a nighttime. But yeah, I think it's pretty versatile. You can do pretty much whatever you want with this one. As a first impression, I think I was quite blown away by this fragrance. I did not expect that. I did not expect this fruity, sweet fruity nuance, and then some boots and masks. It's really interesting. I mean, again, it's not challenging. I don't find this challenging at all. You might like it or you might not, but that is not challenging. That is not Black Afghano, or that is not the other one, Nudi Florum. Was another one that is a little bit challenging to me. This one, I think that it might really be easily likable by people, both men and women. So yeah, I'm quite sure that this is gonna be a really good hit for Nasomatto, which I'm really glad, because I love the brand. So the question of the day is, have you tried Fantomas, or are you willing to try it? Let's comment down below so we can start a conversation about it. And that's pretty much wraps up our first impression. I'm really glad that I've bought this fragrance. It really exceeded my expectation, to be completely honest, which is always great. Yeah, and then if you've got any value from this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, click on the notification bell to be notified of my future content, and I'll see you really soon. Thanks again for watching. I'll see you really soon. Ciao.